What do you get when you mix a health coach and a wellness coach mixed with a lot of curiosity? You get two people who ask a lot of questions about health and wellness issues. Today, we continue to ask the question, what is good for your gut health with a particular focus on fiber?
Yeah, and the more we researched it, the more questions we have. And who knew there was so much to talk about with fiber? I'm also going to be letting you know what I am loving this week. And of course, we will begin and end with a recap of our CTA. So let's get started as we ask.
Wait, what?
Hi, Leah.
Hi, Kamna.
How are
Oh my
you?
gosh. When we were doing the intro, I totally forgot that it was your week to do the things I love. So I'm so excited for it. I can't wait to hear it. Thank God it wasn't my week because I would have blown that one.
I'm trying to think about things that I love, but it's difficult to think about what would be useful to somebody else. So that's the
Mm,
challenge for me. I know what I
okay.
love and why I love it. So we'll get to that in a minute though.
All right. All right. I
So
have to tell
how
you
yeah.
what I love right now.
Oh,
It has
okay.
nothing to do. I know this isn't my week, and I've only done it once, so I can't really say I love it. But my call to action was to have plain Greek yogurt.
Uh-huh.
Plain, 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 plain. I wanted not even vanilla, just a plain Greek yogurt, and I wanted to experiment with it. And I did it, and I love it.
Which do you have a
But I
particular
only did it
brand?
once, so
Oh.
maybe I don't love it. I don't know. I
Okay.
loved it that day. I bought a Chobani
Okay.
plain, right? And then you read the package and it says it has all those good probiotics in it. That's what I
hmm
wanted, was like one of those. Had the words I can't even say. Anyway, so I took it and I have pictures that I will post them. I took it and I put honey in it, real
Oh.
like local honey. I squeezed I don't even know. It's gonna look like a lot when you see the picture, but it wasn't. And I mixed that up and it was delicious.
hmm
And let me tell you something. I hate plain Greek yogurt. I hate it. Have always
Okay.
hated it. I don't know what changed, or maybe I just went into it a little bit more
So
open-minded.
wait, I want to know, why did you not like it and why
I
was this
didn't
no?
I didn't like the thickness of it and
hmm
like the sourness of it. I just didn't
hmm
like it. But I will tell you that how I had been trying it before was just with fresh berries, which doesn't do it, or with like a sugar-free, fat-free pudding mix dry, or with a peanut butter powder. So I don't know if
hmm
this was different because I used real honey and I've never done
Yeah.
that before. It was delicious. And then I took the other half and I put blueberry vinegar in it.
Oh, wow. How
And
was
I
that?
probably only did a half of a teaspoon. Fabulous.
Interesting.
Absolutely delicious.
Wow.
Wonderful. Yes. So I
That's
did my
actually
call to
sounds
action.
that sounds really good. It sounds like it might be a weird combination, but I think the flavors would go really well together.
And you could put a million different flavored vinegars in it. They have so many different ones.
Mm,
You
yes.
could do a chocolate one, you could do a pear, you could do, just any kind.
And I also find that the different brands of Greek yogurt taste different. So I like the Aldi brand. I felt like it wasn't as tart
Okay, that's
and
good to
it
know because I
it
didn't want to
was
buy it.
it was also cheaper, which, if you're
Okay.
buying it every week, it's like, I don't know, it adds up. And I also like
Mhm.
the Stonyfield Farms I think it's an organic Greek yogurt.
Okay.
That's also good. That's a little bit on the tart side, but I like it for its clean ingredients.
Okay. Well, that's the other thing. I scanned it with my Yuka app. So
hmm
I got the one that had like the best grade or whatever you want to call it. And I
hmm
did it. I bought it. I did it. I'm so excited. My call to action this week. Check.
Wow, that's amazing.
I know.
Guess
All
what?
right. You did yours too?
I did. I did mine
Yay!
too.
Boy,
Yes.
gosh, we both have A's this week. Okay, go on. Tell me what you did.
Well, part of it is there was a lot to do. So I felt like I think I do better under pressure when I have a lot of stuff going on. So
Yeah, you like thrive on it, I think.
I think, so
Yeah.
my CTA was to do 5 really good deep belly breaths before I got out of bed.
Okay.
I did it the first day because I remembered, and the second day I forgot. And I'm like, oh, you forgot, Leah, didn't tell me to create a cue. So I didn't do that
Oh.
automatically. So I had to say, okay, what is the thing that's going to remind me to do the breaths?
Mm.
So when I took off my eye mask, which is the thing that I loved a couple of weeks ago,
Yes, wait. So wait, back up to the eye mask real quick. It's still staying on your face all day, all night, I mean?
yeah, if I have to wake up
Okay.
early, I don't wear it just because
Oh,
sunshine.
interesting. Okay.
But if I want a good sleep, I'll put it on. I don't like it. It annoys me, but I also like it because it helps me to stay asleep.
Okay.
So as soon as I take off the mask, I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to do my breaths. So then I did that counting in for 8, holding for 4 or 5, and then releasing for 7. Real
And
slow. And I think the benefit of this was it sort of slowed me down because
okay.
in the morning when you're like, I have to do this and then I have to do that and I have to make dinner and I have to like plan all these things, I was like, okay, it'll happen. It'll be fine. And for me to be relaxed and calm, it's just a great way to start a morning. Honestly, it's a
And
very
if
good mindful piece.
so, I got to ask,
Mm.
did you were you on the phone first or did you breathe even before you grabbed your phone?
I mean, that was a 50-50 because then I would forget and then be like, oh, I'm supposed to do my,
Okay.
my
Okay.
breathing. But I actually really liked it. It's simple. It was a way to start the day without a lot of drama. And
Okay.
it just got me to calm down, which I think is good for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, because I can't tell you that how many times there's in a week I get up and I'm like, oh my God, I gotta go. I forgot to set this or
yes.
do, like from the get-go, just getting out of bed. So I think it's a
Mhm.
good reminder.
Yes.
Okay.
And they always recommend like a good mindful practice in the morning. And whatever works for you, like yours is your journal.
Yep.
For me, I wouldn't journal. I just know that's never going to be a good CTA for me. So this was very, very good.
I like it.
I'm going to try to keep it in the rotation.
Okay. I can't believe we both did our call to actions this week.
I
A
know.
hundred
When
percent.
when does this happen?
I don't know. The stars must be aligned. Oh
Yeah.
man. All right. Well, what do you love? I can't wait to hear.
Okay. So I was thinking about something that I have quite often, and whoever I've introduced this to, they love it too. And it's the Paul Newman tea. And the one flavor that I really love is the sweet cinnamon spice. And
Hmm.
here's why I love it. That tea in particular, I don't know about all of his teas, but it's organic and it's gluten free. Now you're going to say, how does tea have gluten in it? Tea does not actually have gluten in it. It's the bag and it's sealed with a gluten product. So that becomes dangerous for anybody who has celiac. People with celiacs know what they can and cannot eat, but people who have gluten sensitivity, they may not realize that
Hmm.
something like a tea bag could have gluten in it. So it's important to kind of realize, but this tea, it's all good, clean ingredients. There's nothing weird in it, no natural flavors. And there's a little bit of sweetness. And I think maybe from the cinnamon or what it is, it's just good. And the other thing I wanted to tell you about his company is 100% of his profits go to, I'm going to just look this up really quick, go to kids.
Oh.
So his business model, I think, is really altruistic and really good for the world. But I just
Hmm.
love that his tea is, well, it's everywhere now, and there's so many different flavors. And tea is good for you. It has a lot of antioxidants and polyphenols and all that stuff. So that's what I'm loving this week.
One of these weeks, I want to do a deep dive into a polyphenol and what the heck it is, but not that today is not that week. But I
Okay.
felt so smart sitting here listening to you because you taught me in October, September, or October about the tea bags had gluten. I had
Mhm.
no idea. So I'm sitting here like, I already knew that, which really I knew it for 4 months. But I did not know that until our retreat when we had our fall one and you taught me that. And that tea is delicious.
Mhm.
Delicious.
You don't have to add anything to it.
Mm-mm.
And it's
No.
just soothing. It doesn't have any caffeine. There's no sugar. You don't need to add milk. It just tastes really good when you need a cup of tea.
It to me, it would kind of like reminded me of like an apple cider a little bit.
Yes, yes, I
And I
agree.
love apple cider, but I don't love all the sugar with apple cider,
Hmm.
so it was good.
Yeah.
So,
So
have you had
that's
any
it.
other flavors of his?
I think I bought the ginger lemon. I'm not
No.
not that one. Sorry, the turmeric ginger. I did not like that. It was very
Okay.
strong. I will probably buy the ginger one next because I like ginger. So I think I'm gonna get that one next because I was just looking at the flavors.
Okay.
Um, I like ginger a lot, so and it's
Okay.
really good for your gut, which we're going to be talking about today. So
Oh, good. Can't wait.
yeah.
So where do you want to start when we talk about this gut?
Um, well, this we're continuing this topic out of popular demand, and
Mhm.
people had more questions for us that we should answer. So I just thought we could, at least for the first half of it, just run through some of the things that we learned about general gut health and then go to fiber because we still had some outstanding things we didn't talk about.
Okay.
So I think that would be helpful.
Perfect.
Um, so one of the things was we didn't talk about what foods are not good for gut health.
So the foods that if you eat, they disrupt your gut biome.
Yes, and they increase the
Okay.
bad bacteria. So
Okay.
the list for this was anything with sugar foods, because those are usually processed and those are very bad for your gut.
Is is it all sugar?
It's basically the
White
processed sugar.
white
Yeah.
processed sugar.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Artificial sweeteners. They're very
That makes me
disruptive,
want to cry. I love my Crystal Light.
really.
I do. All right, go
They
on.
can cause a lot of diarrhea and
I
gas,
like,
bloating. You don't care. You just want to
mm-mm.
drink it. It's
And I
okay.
don't, okay, go on.
Foods containing unhealthy fats. So like
Okay.
canola oil, vegetable oil, that kind of thing.
Okay.
So the good fats, such as omega-3, promote good bacteria, and unhealthy fats support bad bacteria.
Mm.
So
Okay.
those are a few of the highlights.
Okay. Can you know how they say you can't outrun a bad diet?
Mhm.
Can you out eat a bottle of Crystal Light? Like
um,
hypothetically, if I eat my yogurt tomorrow, can I have a half a packet of my Crystal Light? Would it
well,
balance it out? I'm not,
uh, I love
and you
this
might not even
question.
know the answer to it, but I'm just,
I don't know exactly, but my intuition
yeah.
tells me this. Okay, uh if you have a disrupted gut, it's
Hmm.
going to take some time for it to heal.
Okay.
So, and I think both of us looked up this fact. How long does it take for your gut to
Yes.
heal? And we both found a similar answer. Anywhere
Hmm.
I found from 2 to 12 weeks it can take
Hmm.
for your gut to really heal itself. And what
Hmm.
was was yours the
What I
same?
found was 2 weeks is when you can, when they started, the scientists started to notice there was a change.
Mm-hmm.
So the same thing, at least 2 weeks you would have to wait.
So if you heal your gut and then occasionally you have crystal light, it should be okay. But if your
Okay.
gut is already disrupted, then whatever you eat that's on that list of the bad foods, bad
Hmm.
in quotes, then
Yeah.
it's going to aggravate your stomach.
Okay. That's
Does that
fair.
answer your question?
Yeah. Hmm.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, it doesn't, it's not the answer I wanted, but it answers my question.
Hmm. Yeah. Well, it's
Yeah.
all interesting. And I think, we're going to talk about this, but it's all connected to like your general health, which is
Right.
very important.
Right.
So,
All right. So you said white sugar, bad fats, right?
and artificial
And
sweeteners.
artificial sweeteners, right?
Hmm.
Okay. Okay.
The other thing I kind of wanted to mention, because I think people get confused by this, is the difference between a probiotic and a prebiotic food.
Please dumb this down for me because I don't understand the difference.
Okay. So this is
Prebiotic and pro.
so
Okay.
probiotics are good bacteria and prebiotics are food for that bacteria.
Okay. I did. Wow. Okay. All right. So wait. So what you're saying is all of us have probiotics in our gut
Mhm.
And we need to put
Well,
prebiotics in to feed those
the
probiotics.
probiotics were some of the foods we talked about last time,
Oh,
like the
okay.
kefir and the
Yeah.
sauerkraut and some of those foods that we talked about. And they need something to basically chew on to
Okay.
create a good, healthy environment to multiply the good bacteria.
Okay.
So, let me see, where's my list? So, some prebiotic foods are oats,
Ooh, okay.
bananas,
Okay.
berries,
Okay.
Jerusalem artichokes, not the regular artichokes.
What's the difference?
I don't know. It's a type of
Okay.
artichoke. I
Okay.
don't, I haven't eaten too many artichokes, so I don't know.
Okay.
Asparagus,
Okay.
dandelion greens.
Does this mean you can, this is dumb question. Can I just go pick dandelion greens from my yard? Is that what we're talking about?
Honestly, I don't know.
Okay, so I'll find that out. I'm gonna
Yeah.
wonder that. Okay, go on.
Garlic,
Okay.
leeks, and onions. And I'm sure there's a whole lot more.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm writing all these down.
if you use these in your cooking or in your daily consumption, and then you also consume the sauerkraut, the kimchi, the kombucha, kefir, that's like a wonderful environment for your gut. Your gut's going to be really happy and it's going to have the perfect combination of the pre and the probiotics to keep your gut healthy.
Okay. You know
But I did want to,
the first three the first three things you said, the oats, the banana, and the berries that's exactly my muffin that I made that I said I love a couple weeks
oh,
ago.
yes,
So if I'm eating that and then maybe I have some sauerkraut or I pour something or make something else, I might be doing a good thing.
absolutely.
Maybe. We'll see.
I think it'll be really good.
All
You're
right. So
already
the
starting your day well.
right. So my probiotics need prebiotics.
Mhm.
Okay. That's interesting.
That's why sometimes when you take the supplements and you haven't really adjusted your diet otherwise, it doesn't really do anything for some people.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and it's better to get it from your foods than it is from a supplement anyway. We talked about that, but if you can eat it in its natural form, that's much
The
better.
best. The best. Okay.
Hmm.
All right. So the foods we talked about last week are the probiotics.
Right.
Okay. So that was the kefir, the kimchi, the kombucha. Okay. All
Right.
right. Well, that
A-
clears that up. All right. What
And
else?
also I found a list of herbs that are good for the gut. I
Okay.
know it seems like we're jumping around, but it's like sort of like we're making a list of things we should eat,
Okay.
basically. Um, so turmeric, and that is it looks similar to kind of similar to ginger when you buy it, but if you buy it from the store, it'll come in powder form and it's very yellow. And if you use your hands at all with it, it'll stain your fingers. But you can buy a supplement too. But turmeric is an anti-inflammatory and it can alleviate symptoms of IBS and it can help with people who have diabetes and it could just help for a lot of things because it is
What does it taste
anti-inflammatory.
like?
If you eat too much, it can be a little bitter.
Okay.
If I
Okay.
cook with it, I don't need too much. It's
Okay.
pretty strong.
Okay.
So that's one. Ginger, which we just talked about, but ginger
Okay.
is so good for alleviating indigestion, bloating, and nausea. So if you don't feel good and you have a ginger ale, it's supposed to make you feel
Mm-hmm.
better, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
of the ginger. So do you use a lot of ginger?
When I make my homemade like fried rice, I use ginger, but that's about the only time I use ginger.
Oh,
And I don't use
okay.
fresh ginger.
Okay. What kind of
Does it
ginger do you
matter?
use?
It's an
Well,
powdered,
okay.
like
I
a
think that's fine. Still get
yeah,
the benefits.
yeah. But I don't
Yeah.
put a lot of it in.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I do. Well, I could put
It
more in.
tastes good. I don't know. Yeah. It's kind of spicy though if you put too much.
Yeah, it does have a different flavor.
Hmm. Fennel. Do you
I
know what
do
fennel
not like
is?
fennel. Yeah, I do not
No?
like it. No,
Oh, really? It's
no,
not for you.
no,
So
not for me.
they're seeds that are chewed to promote digestion, relieve gas, and freshen your breath. So if you have a few fennel seeds after dinner, it can help with digestion. I
They
know
do
you won't do
not.
it.
They do not freshen your breath because I can't stand the smell of it.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to eat that and freshen your breath that way, I can't see that happening.
You're like,
Really?
stay away from me, please.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Do you like
There's two more. Hmm?
you
I
like
do like
fennel?
I do
Okay.
like fennel.
All right.
I
Go ahead. What
chew it
else?
after dinner, but I won't come sit next to you. That's for
Well,
sure.
no, can we, I really want you to, and I want to smell your breath. As that sounds so, if anybody is just tuning in and they hear me say, I want to smell your breath, I do. I want to know, like, really? Does it make it fresh?
Well, I'm very conscious of that, so I would like to hope it would
Can
be
you ask your
smelling good.
husband to smell your breath afterwards? Just please,
Yes, I will.
and say, does it like freshen it?
Okay, I'll ask him.
All right. Thank you. Okay.
Um, okay. The next one is cumin.
Okay.
It aids in digestion. It also gives a little heat, so you'll feel warmth throughout your body. Like you put it in
Okay.
chili or something that has like a Tex-Mex flavor.
Okay.
And then coriander.
I've never
I
had that.
I find the seeds to be bitter. I like the powder better, but that
Hmm.
can soothe inflammation in your gut.
So we're just talking about sprinkling a little bit on what you're eating,
Hmm. And
even
you know
on
what's
maybe a salad.
maybe in the dressing.
Okay.
You know, like if you're making your own dressing, you could put some in the dressing
Okay.
because then you'll
Mm.
have everything. You'll have the vinegar, and then you'll have a healthy oil, and then you'll have
Oh, yeah.
spices. My gosh, can you imagine?
If you make your own.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It's a good idea.
Yeah. So those are some of the things to add to your diet if you're looking to improve something in a very simple way.
Okay.
All right. What did you find out about fiber?
Well, so what I first looked at was of something that really was confusing to me. So I wrote it down so that you can make me understand it. All right.
Okay.
The first fact that I found out, well, first of all, 1 in 20 people are not eating the right amount of fiber.
Oh,
One in
that's
20.
pretty high.
Like, that's insane that when nobody, I mean, basically nobody I know is eating the right amount of fiber.
So that's what, 20% of the population? Did I do that math right?
I mean, put 20 people in one room and then go, only one of you guys has proper fiber. Like,
Yeah,
that's great. That's pretty sad when you think about it,
I would
right?
agree. Yeah, if you think about our standard American diet and if a lot of it's processed, I'm
Mm-hmm.
sure it has very little fiber.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So then this is what, so I went deeper with it and it says fiber is a carbohydrate that the body can't digest, but it's essential for digestive health.
Hmm.
And I said in my head, I'm like, this is very contradicting. Kamna has to explain it to me. So go ahead.
Okay, so that statement is partially true and partially false. So
Okay.
fiber is made up of two kinds of fiber. You have the soluble fiber, which can be broken down, and you have
Okay.
the insoluble fiber, which is like, the white parts of the orange. You know,
That's
the
insoluble.
yes, your body won't digest that. Or any
Okay.
kind of other like fibrous material that's
Is
part of
corn
like,
insoluble then?
I mean, it must be because it just comes right out.
I know. I know. Okay.
I don't know
Sorry.
if there's any fiber value in corn, but it sure
Okay.
tastes good.
Okay.
Um, so soluble fiber is food, it feeds and nourishes the gut microbiome, and it produces a short chain fatty acid butyrate, which bolsters gut health. And you need that in conjunction with the insoluble fiber because it's good for your health and acts as a broom, sweeping through the digestive tract and keeping things moving.
Okay, so the soluble fiber acts as the broom.
No, the insoluble fiber.
Insoluble fiber acts as the broom.
So the insoluble fiber is all like the roughage.
Okay.
And if you imagine it as like a, what's the vacuum that people use? Roomba.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the
Okay.
Roomba is walking through your gut with like the fiber and it's just clearing everything out.
So you need it.
You need both.
Okay.
The
Hmm.
soluble fiber gets broken down and all the nutrients get absorbed. And you need both. And so you were going to tell us how much fiber we need in a day.
So yes, the recommended daily fiber intake is 25 grams for women and 38 grams for men.
Okay.
About
And
roundabout.
people are not getting that much.
No,
Okay.
not at all.
Interesting.
I
So
mean, I will tell you, I looked at my Lose It app, which I have on a streak, not to brag or anything, but I am on a good tracking streak here. And 68 days tracking streak. 68 days.
woohoo.
And in that time, let me see here. My average prior is 9 grams of protein a day.
Really?
Yeah. My weekly average is 9. My monthly average is 13.
Oh
My
my
6-month average is only 12.
Okay, so I gotta go
So
find that.
I'm
How do I?
short. I'm short. I'm a half. I mean, if I look at my 1 year, which again, I haven't tracked straight for a whole year, but I've tracked enough. For
Mhm.
1 year, my daily average is 13 grams of fiber.
Okay.
That's not where I need to be. So I'm not
Right.
one of, if there are 20 people in a room, I'm not one of them that's getting it.
Mhm.
I can promise you my husband isn't. And I'm more than sure my daughter might be the number one. She
Okay.
might.
Because she eats her favorite thing is apples, right?
She
So
eats like 2 to 3 apples a day. She eats popcorn. Yeah, she does. She might be the one. But I don't,
my daily average is 28 grams.
oh my God. So you would be one of my people that gets it.
My monthly average is 30 grams.
Holy moly, Kamna. Of
I
course
eat a
we would
lot
not be even near the same.
of
Of course.
I think it's just
Okay.
interesting. It's just a difference in our a diet. And, as a vegetarian, I think I eat a lot of more plant-based type foods,
True.
fiber-rich foods. So that's probably the distinction.
Hmm. Good for you.
Who knew?
Good for you.
I just looked it up while you were saying that.
Well, good. I'm glad. I'm glad you know how to look it up too, by the way.
I was
The
asking
app,
you, but then I'm like, I have to figure it out.
no, the app that, by the way, I'm referring to the Lose It app, and it is you can, I mean, it tells me the year to date, what my average is, and my
Mhm.
week, and it's just the amount of data you get for the low price that you pay for that app is
Yeah,
just unbelievable.
I
Sorry.
agree. Um, I wanted to also run through a list of fiber-rich foods. Did you find any?
I would love for you to run through a list of
Okay.
fiber-rich foods because clearly I need help.
Split peas. Do you like those?
Yeah, no, not
Okay.
necessarily, but I don't think I've eaten them, so I can't say I don't like them.
Okay. They have 8.3 grams of
Okay.
protein,
In
of
like
fiber.
in like a cup or
I don't have
a serving.
measurements.
Okay,
A
in a
serving,
serving.
yes.
Okay.
Chickpeas have 7 grams.
Okay.
Quinoa has 2.8. I thought that would have been more. I'm
I'm
surprised by that.
sad it's not more.
Yeah. Popcorn. Do you have a
Uh
guess?
no, but I have said since my kids were little, popcorn makes you poop. And it's been one of those foods that we it's a staple. Mhm.
14.5 grams of fiber.
I'm gonna eat a popcorn and apple every day.
Almonds,
Oh, I didn't know
13.3
that.
grams. Yeah.
See,
Almonds
almonds
are,
are so beneficial for you.
oh, yeah. So beneficial.
Yeah. Okay. All right. What else?
Here's a doozy, chia seeds.
Okay.
Do you like them or not like them? I
I don't
can't
know if
tell.
I don't know if I've ever eaten them.
I like them in an overnight oats. I think they're great. You can't really
Okay.
tell, but they're like give it a good texture.
Okay.
34.4 grams.
Holy moly.
Mhm.
In a serving.
In a serving.
Well, I need to start liking them. Are those the things that turn to like little, they get bigger when they're
Yes.
soaked?
Yes.
Okay. Hmm.
Sweet potatoes have 3 grams.
Okay.
Dark chocolate
Has
has
fiber?
10.9 grams of fiber. A dark
Really?
chocolate. Do you like dark chocolate?
I like some dark chocolate. I'm not, I think at one time I said that there's the one at Aldi's that they have. I'm okay with it.
Mm.
I really want to teach myself to like dark chocolate.
I
Does that make
know.
sense?
Yes. I do not like dark chocolate.
Not at all.
Not
You
even a
can't,
little bit.
you can't even go through it.
There's just one or two things that I can eat, like a Mounds bar, but I don't eat those anymore.
Mm,
But I do like those. Okay.
yeah.
Pears have 3.1.
Okay.
Strawberries have 2 grams. Avocado has 6.7.
Oh,
Oats
really?
have 10.1 grams.
Yay.
Apples have 2.4.
Okay.
Uh, Raspberries have 6.5, more than strawberries. Bananas have 2.6.
Okay.
Carrots have 2.8. And I saved the best for last because I know you love this.
Oh my God.
Lentils,
Lentils. How much?
10.7 grams. By the way, out of
10.7.
curiosity, how many recipes have you gotten for lentils?
Ooh, it's been fun. 8,
Oh,
8
wow.
different recipes for them. 8 different recipes. And I
Is
think what I'm going to do is one that was recommended yesterday at our retreat. Somebody
mm,
said an easy way to do it, and I think I'm going to do that one. I'm not going to tell you
okay.
guys yet.
Yes.
You'll just be
Wait.
surprised. I'm going to do it this week though. I was going to do it today, but then it's so nice out that I went for a walk instead. So
Oh, yeah.
sorry.
Definitely do the walk for sure.
Yeah. Okay,
So
so
go
I
ahead.
just looked up my oatmeal egg banana muffin has 7 grams of protein in it for breakfast.
And then how much
That's
fiber?
that's not. Did I say protein?
Uh,
I meant fiber. It's got 7 grams
oh,
of. Yeah, that's not
very
terrible.
nice. No, that's great.
Yeah. Okay.
If you're trying to get to 25, you're we're a
Yeah,
third of the way there almost.
and then 13 grams of protein, so it's a really good filling
Hmm.
breakfast. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, you need the protein and the fiber together to feel full for
Mm-hmm.
sure.
So what were you?
Fiber can reduce blood sugar spikes after a high carb meal. So I saw a really good visualization of this, and I wish I could find this video that I watched, but they put like fiber in a glass beaker,
Okay.
okay? And then they filled it up with water and it like puffed up. And that's what happens in our gut is the fiber sort of like not expands, but it probably does expand and it takes a while to break down. So if you have a fiber rich meal, you're going to feel fuller, but you're also going to stabilize your blood sugar, which is really, really important for so many other problems. It doesn't make you eat like you can eat pancakes and then an hour later you're starving. And it's because of that peak and drop. So
Oh,
the fiber helps you keep stabilized.
okay. That's interesting. I love your visual of it like puffing up.
Yeah. And that the way it looked, you're like, okay, this makes sense why they keep saying to eat fiber. I know it's not a sexy topic, but it's so important for our health.
Mhm. Well, it can be sexy. We can dip those strawberries in dark
Dark
chocolate and
chocolate.
boom, you're set.
That's so
Dip that
true.
banana in some dark chocolate. We're good.
Yeah. Yep, definitely. And
So,
as we did last week, I also wrote down some myths about fiber.
oh, okay.
Okay, ready?
I'm ready.
Cereal is the best source of fiber. True or
I
false?
would say false.
Yeah. Most brands of cereal have higher sugar and sodium content and are quite processed.
hmm So you're talking about
So,
like fiber one cereals and stuff like that.
It's still processed.
Right. It's not right. I will say though, Kashi, when I scan it, is a very decent brand. Not all
Yeah.
of it, but that cereal seems to have a good amount of protein in its
That
not
Kashi Go.
fiber.
Yeah.
The ones that look like shredded mini wheats,
Oh, okay. I don't know about
and
those.
they have cinnamon on them. They're really
Mm-hmm.
good. But I see what you're saying. Like some of those like fiber cereals are just processed.
Yeah.
They're marketing geniuses
Yeah, they definitely
because you're
are.
like,
And
oh, I need fiber. I'm gonna get it.
well, it says on the package like high in
Excellent source of
fiber and
fiber. Right.
yeah. And you're like, "Oh, I'll buy it because I need to eat fiber," but you miss like there's sugar and there's sodium and there's junk.
MSG and crap
Yeah.
and yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There is no such thing as too much fiber.
Oh boy. Well, it depends on who you ask.
What does that mean?
So if I'm sitting next to somebody who just ate a ton of fiber and they're gassy, I'm gonna say there's a such thing as too much fiber, right?
That was a bad time to take a drink of water. I almost
Oh,
spit it
sorry.
out.
I'm just being honest. Like, you know what I mean?
That's exactly what I wrote down. So, too much
Is it
fiber,
really?
yes, especially insoluble fiber found
Okay.
in cruciferous vegetables, so like broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, can cause gas, bloating, and stomach pain.
So is it kind of safe to say that insoluble fiber is the stuff that causes the gas?
No, I think
Oh,
if
okay.
if you don't have both, and then you've eaten too much, and then it's working overtime, and then if you've had a lot of bacteria that's in your stomach, it's going to ferment the fiber, and that causes gas and bloating.
Okay.
So it's really, really important to fix our gut so we can occasionally eat the things we like.
Okay. That's fair.
All right, ready for number 3?
Yes.
You should avoid fiber if you have diarrhea.
I say that's false.
Yes. When
Yay!
soluble when soluble fibers enter your system, it actually slows down your digestive tract.
Okay.
So when I think the rat diet is what they recommend, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bananas, rice,
Rice, applesauce,
uh-huh. And what's the tea? Toast.
toast. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So those are all pretty fibrous foods. And so maybe not the rice, but it'll just help slow everything down and calm your stomach.
Okay.
Okay. Fiber causes IBS.
False.
Well, this is a maybe,
Okay.
because it's a more complicated answer. And
Okay.
the solution really is to do an elimination diet to figure out which thing is triggering the IBS symptoms.
Okay.
An elimination diet is not easy by any means, but
Mm-hmm.
if you're suffering from this, it could really, really answer some questions.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not a clear cut answer.
I think elimination diets they are very scary and intimidating to some people, and they feel like they can't do it.
Well, I think the biggest problem, because I'm in the middle of it, is you feel
Mm-hmm.
like it's a sacrifice and you're sacrificing all the foods you love and you're normally used to. But the key is you're not sacrificing, you're just letting go of the bad stuff.
And it's not forever.
Right. And it might shift the way you eat and drink.
Right. Right. And guess what? You can go after it's done, you can be like, forget it, it wasn't worth it. You know what I mean? If
Of
you really wanted
course.
to. I mean,
Of course.
so okay.
Definitely.
All right.
Fiber and prebiotics are the same thing.
Oh, wait, I gotta go to my notes. Prebiotics is the food. I'm gonna say sometimes.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
Oh, I took notes, so that's why I knew that.
Not all fiber is prebiotic, but that means that some is.
Okay. All right.
Um, okay, you only need fiber to stay regular. That means
False.
your bathroom had them. Yeah,
Because you need
definitely.
good fats too, correct?
But you also
Okay.
need it to reduce inflammation, and fiber helps to do that. Control weight, reduce hunger, and it feeds the good bacteria. So fiber is
Okay.
good for a lot more than keeping you regular.
Wow. I didn't know. Hmm.
Yeah.
All
Fiber is
right.
really, and it's helpful. I don't know the science because I read conflicting articles, but fiber can really be helpful to people who have high cholesterol.
Uh-oh. I need to start looking at that then.
Yeah. And it just can help slow a lot of things down.
Okay.
Um, if you are looking to add fiber, supplements are the place to start.
They are.
That's a question.
Oh, you're still giving me more myths.
That's the last one.
Um, I'm gonna say false.
Yeah. Fiber supplements, I always promote eating it rather than having a supplement, or sometimes you need the supplements for sure. But
Hmm.
if you're on other medications like antidepressant or diabetes medication, the fiber could directly impact the absorption of those medications into your body.
Hmm.
So you want to make sure that the supplement is okay because it's clearly at a higher dose than if you were to eat it.
Okay. So it's better to eat it than it is to
Hmm.
drink it
Yes.
or chew it in a pill form.
Right. And a
Okay.
lot of those supplements like a Miralax or a Metamucil or fiber or something, I can't remember. They have a lot of additives in them, which can aggravate other problems.
Hmm.
So I don't know. If you can get a really good fiber supplement, maybe, but even then you'd have to check to see if it doesn't interact with your medications.
So really, we all should just be going out and getting some apples and some oatmeal and other fiberish stuff.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
Do a chia seed pudding with some apples and blueberries, and
Mm.
there you go. You're get set.
I wonder if the chia, can you bake with a chia seed? Like if I put it in my morning oatmeal, bake muffin thing that I
Probably.
make?
Yeah, probably.
All right, I might have to come over and get a spoonful of your chia seeds this week.
Okay. Absolutely.
All right, I might have to. Because that's one of
So
those things. It's like, I don't want to buy a whole bunch of them, or
I agree.
what if I hate them?
I feel that way. I feel like grocery stores should give you little samples so you
I
can
do
try
too.
it to see if you like it.
Yeah. Hmm.
Because you feel bad to throw something away if you have to buy a whole giant
Same
package.
with spices. They need to make spices in like little containers, not these
Hmm.
big things.
Yes.
So,
Agreed.
anyway.
Agreed.
All right. Well, what is it time to set our call to action?
It is.
All right. Well, I know mine. Do you know yours?
I don't have one yet.
Oh, okay. Well, I have mine. I'll tell mine then.
Okay.
Because I've seen now my statistics for the past year, my goal this week is every single day to hit 15 grams of fiber or more.
Okay.
I'm only at 9-ish, sometimes 13.
Hmm.
So 15 is still not even close to where I need to be. But
Hmm.
I'm not going to be ridiculous and immediately go to 25. I can't do that. I don't know if I think it would cause pain. I don't
Yeah.
know that for sure, but I think going from 7 grams to 25 is not something my body can handle right away. So I think I'm going to
Right.
go to 15
I think that's
every
really
single
smart.
day.
That's super smart because
Okay,
you're
good.
getting your body used to it instead of just like full throttle.
Yeah, if I try to get 25, I think my family will be miserable. They'll be gassy and it won't be good. It won't be
Nobody will
good.
want to be around you.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do 15 a day. That's my goal.
Right.
All right. Did that help you at all or not really at
It did
all?
not. Do you have an idea for me?
Um, I would like you to try a Jerusalem artichoke because I don't even know what that
Oh,
is.
no, thank you.
All right. How
Um,
about no? What? Tell me
okay.
more.
Well, so what I wanted to do
Okay.
is one I've already done because I keep trying to work on this and making them perfect.
Yeah, that's okay.
So I would like to go back to the stretching at night
Okay.
because I was a
Oh,
little shamed for it yesterday, and I really would like to make it happen.
but I did not mean to shame you for it.
That's okay. It's all in good fun and good nature.
All right.
I really did like it. I've just been so tired. I just pretty much conk out when I go to bed. So
Mm-hmm. So,
I'm gonna
all
just
right.
go back to my stretching for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. All right.
All
Well,
right. That
have
sounds
a great
good.
week.
All right. You too.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.